Okay, this is my, I guess, re-entry into YouTube. Long story short, 3 years ago, I was, self-employed doing the art thing, making $200 a month with that, and recycling cans. And then I got hired on to Hellmart. We all know who I'm talking about. It was basically a living nightmare the entire time. But it got me what I needed: my truck, my Wacom Cintiq tablet, graphics tablet, and whatnot. Um, and I was doing YouTube um, before I got hired on to that job. But I didn't even know about YouTube revenue, and that's not why I did it then, and it's not why I'm doing it now. I'm just doing it because it's cool. Plus, I want to share what I'm doing here and all that and whatnot. But I had posted two hookah charcoal videos. Those are gone now, but Gmail had or Google had the whole Gmail account only thing going, so I lost it then because I had a Yahoo account, but apparently they changed that in recent years, I guess, and I got it back. So, and it's been a while since I got my YouTube account back, so I wanted to post some videos of me doing pretty much everything. But anyway, a little over a week ago, I lost my job at Hellmart, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Sorry for if the quality and sound, the camera quality and the sound quality are shit. I'm using like an $18 Jazz camera. It says HD on it, but it doesn't look like it. But yeah, I'll walk you over my little farm I got going on here. I'm trying to be self-employed again, but I got a much better start at it. But that's not the only thing I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing digital art and animation. Right now, in terms of making YouTube videos, all I have is the Jazz camera, the little three-finger grippy tripod that the camera you're watching on is sitting on right now, and my smartphone, of course, and this old-fashioned dusty ass tripod, which I'll eventually get better equipment later on, or at least I intend to. I'm in my shop right now sweating like a dog. It's like mid-November here, so that's good for my honeybees. You'll see them later on in later videos. Well, you'll see them in this one too, but still, this is my re-entry back into YouTube. I'm doing it because it'd be cool and whatnot, because it is cool to make videos and get people's feedback. And basically, I'm just starting out because I only made 2 videos ever, and those sucked. But I'm gonna be showing you how to do things on the farm, like raise animals, raise crops, homesteading, but also digital art and animation, blacksmithing. I'll show you my forge area, making my own charcoal, basically doing everything on my own. If I need something, I'll make it, preferably with not spending any money at all. And hold on. Oh, and yeah, so basically, yeah, just doing all that on my own without spending any money at all, turning junk into useful tools and equipment, or recycling it and whatnot, and just basically, showing y'all what I do. And I love getting feedback. I got feedback on the 2 videos from years ago, and it was awesome. I put feedback into other people's videos, and it was useful. Like this one lady was harvesting Native American persimmons, and I showed her how to get the bitterness out of them by pulping them, pressing the pulp out of them, putting them in containers and putting them in the freezer, then thawing them out repeatedly, like 3-4 times, to get the bitterness out. And that's what I did that year with my persimmons, and the freaking persimmon cookies were just amazing, just the plain ones. But yeah, I'll be going over that, and a bunch of other stuff in this video. Hopefully I have enough time. Might have to cut it short, but this is probably the last part of this video where you see my ugly face. Anyway, And I've been watching a lot of YouTube lately. King Batch, Aussie Man reviews, and of course Jacksepticeye. He's been incredibly entertaining. He's awesome. And eventually, I want to go once I get some, screen capture software on my computer that I can actually do that, with the microphone and the webcam, and it's capturing what I'm doing on the screen. I can go back over the old Pog.com games I used to play before I started working at Hellmart to pass the time, and possibly some other stuff. It just depends on what's available and what happens in the future, but everything's looking great so far. So yeah, I'll be doing pretty much anything and everything that I can think of that I think would make a good YouTube video. Nice and interesting, helpful, and to get plenty of feedback and to give feedback and just talk to people basically, because I'm pretty isolated out here in the middle of nowhere. There's literally nothing going on. Everything that in the big cities like an hour or more, like an hour and a half, 2 hours or more away, and there's not much going on in there. I think I'm in Dresden, Tennessee, and I think Memphis, or it's either Memphis, Jackson, and Nashville are the closest big cities, and they're a good ways away. So I think Memphis has a FurCon in it. Which is, I'm part of the furry fandom. As soon as my tablet has a few things fixed on it, I'll be doing more furry art and animation. But yeah, so okay, let's get this going. Okay, this is my shop. Basically, this is going to be the first video. This is my shop. It's got 2 lofts. It costs like $260 something. I'm gonna say $270 a month. But yeah, there's my work table. Someone just pulled up. I have no idea who. There's my clay sculpture of a adult toy. That was way too big. I gotta take that off, take pictures, and redo that. But yeah, I'll be doing that too. Various work implements, water cans, 2 sewing machines right there, various tools, some exercise equipment. There's my brewing rack back there. There's some apple mead or melomel that I think is going vinegar, but I'm going to keep it, just to see if it actually turns out not vinegar. Maybe it'll have a happy sour apple taste. There's my honeybee equipment. Some still needs to be painted. There's the farmer's market sign and some wax I need to process. My bikes, the red one is what I'll be using to harvest cans off the side of the road. There's good money in cans, but it is hard, dirty work. There's some nasty things in a lot of those cans, like dead mice soaking in rotten water and ugh. But I won't go into that. Tool shed or tool cabinets and all that, and there's my little portable table for harvesting animals like rabbits. Don't have any rabbits out there. There's my brewing equipment right there, and basically yeah. I'm gonna go outside and show you my setup real quick. Right here is my compost garden, the beginnings of it. I still got a lot of ground to cover. But yeah, ooh, it's bright out here. But yeah, I'm basically filling up that bin right there, which holds more than the, I don't know if you can see it, but the wheelbarrow behind the blue bike wagon that I built for can harvesting. But yeah, it does a good job. It's like the initial goal for coverage this year is almost half full. As you can see, there's the corner, there's the other corner, and it's like about in the middle. But I'm pushing for this whole square now that I lost my job at Hellmart. But yeah, I think I'm running out of time on this thing. I think it's got like 10 minutes. Okay, it's got more than 10 minutes. But yeah, there's my can setup. I got 2 big ass bins and some barrels back there, and this one's almost full. I think the last load that I carried in was got me $186, and I was barely even trying. I think I went out on my bike like 4 days, and that was with a net bag, which I still have strapped to my back in the winter, and I was all wet and cold and dirty and nasty and shit. And that was on that small bike that was behind the red bike, so that was hell. But now it's going to be a lot easier since I have a bike wagon and a better bike and all that. So we're going to my forage area real quick, my other work area, I guess. I don't know how dark this is going to get. This camera sucks. So it's appearing good on the screen. I got a lot of junk to clean up here. There's my new-ish forge. I'm doing everything from scratch, so yeah. It's basically, the inside is mud. Haven't had a chance to use this yet. Gotta finish it. My old workbench with my anvil and vise, it's rotten. I'm gonna convert this plastic bench into my new workbench later on. Old wood stove and my steel rack. That right there is part of the apparatus I'm going to be using to harvest, to refine my wax, or render wax, sorry. So basically I have a bottomless bucket with a filter, or like a jelly bag, and it locked with the rim with the middle part of the lid cut out, so I can just put the wax in there and pour boiling water in there, and the big blue bin will catch it, and I'll let that cool and harden, and I'll just crack it open, and it's all filtered and all that. I'll have to wash all that shit, of course. It's been sitting out here for a couple years now. And this right here is where I'm going to make my charcoal in. It's going to be wet charcoal. I'll make a video of that. But basically, I'm just introducing you to, me and what I do initially. I still got 2 sizable piles of cans out in the woods that I started here. As you can see, I've been digging into it to crush and stow and all that. But yeah, and then there's I have a garbage can at my house, a garbage can at my grandparents' house down there, somewhere, yeah, down there, for cans, and I've got all the cans in the vehicles that I got to get out. So I'm guessing those 2 white tubs, one of them, that first one will be full to the brim, and the second one will be like half full, around half full, maybe 1/3 to a half full by the time I get all these cans sorted out and organized. And I may or may not be going out on my bike during the winter. I'd really like to wait for the spring and summer. That way I don't have to put up with the cold. I fucking hate the cold. But, you gotta do what you gotta do. We're heading up towards the bees now. And I will be using this camera because it's the only one that I have tripods for. My smartphone, I don't have anything for that yet. But you can see this one. This one's name is Pawn. It's not exactly active because I'm not a professional yet. I'm still a novice at taking care of bees. But this one over here is pretty active, as you can see. So I'm gonna get out of their way, and I gotta insulate the hives for winter, because I don't want them to. I'm gonna insulate Pawn first because it's the weakest. I'm falling all over myself here. So, and I've got this stack of styrofoam board to insulate them with that blew in the weather a few months ago, and I'm just turning that trash into something useful for the time being, and more to come on that. So I guess we'll head back in and end this video. Apparently it's already been 15 minutes. Hopefully I'll be able to upload it to YouTube. And if I can, you'll find out. If I can't, you won't. So I'm going to leave that here, and if you're interested, hit the like button, and you know, tell me what you think.